verse 23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
Yep, exactly. So like the brother been saying, color does matter because of this hour that was supposed to come. When the Lord came on the scene, he set everything in straight, how it's supposed to be. He said, the scribes and the Pharisees, look, y'all ain't got it, and then the ones that was meant to get it, he gave them the truth. That's why he said he gave them the Lord's name, his Father's name. He just go around giving it to everybody. It was given to certain people. Because that, read that again.
Verse 23. But the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipers shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth.
Yeah, the true worshipers, worshiping the Father in spirit and in truth. Because you got people that think too carnal. When you try to think too carnal and worship the Most High, it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. Give me Romans right quick. Romans 8:5. You'll bug your own self out trying to think too carnal and worship the Most High in the spirit. They don't go with each other. That's why when the brother was saying conceive, the definition of conceive is giving the seed. Angels can't give seeds because they're spirits. They have that, like it says in 1 Corinthians, all flesh is different. You got the flesh of you got the celestial bodies and the terrestrial bodies. You got the flesh of the beast and the flesh of the fish. You got the flesh that we have.
That's why you gotta deal with strict scripture. You can't deal with the dogma that's put in these churches. You can't deal with it says man is a lie, so you can't deal unless a person has to be able to come out these scriptures. You know what I'm saying? And when you read, you can't read it like, well, Elder Tahar said this, or this is what happened. This is, you know, you can't read it with that full knowledge. You gotta read it with a babe's mind. You know what I'm saying? Now the elders put us on fast forward, just like these pastors in the church are supposed to, but they're lying. That's why the elders always say, hey man, go check out my work. All right, you go check out the work. These pastors don't match up. Because the word conceive means to receive seed, but they say she didn't receive seed. She just had a spirit going or something. You know what I'm saying?
Romans chapter 8, verse 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh.
Yeah, for they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh. So if you're thinking carnal, you're going to try to worship the Most High carnally. Like, you know, they had crosses. So you will feel like that can strengthen you. You'll feel like that can save you. You'll be looking forward more to that physical idol worship, opposed to actually just going off your spirit, trusting in the Lord through your spirit, man. Go ahead.
But they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit.
Yeah, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit. So if you after the spirit, you're going to think spiritually. When you see that it said, when it says a virgin, you're going to be like, hold on, wait. Well, it says conceived, and I know that spirits don't give sperm, so it can't be that. And then a lot of people like to say, well, the Lord can do anything. You're right, he can do anything. That's why it's also written that he's not the author of confusion.
Why didn't Christ respond like that when he said when this woman had many husbands and they all die and go to heaven, who's the husband? He didn't say the Lord can do anything. It was like they don't marry or give in marriage. The Lord can do anything, but hey, that's not what it is.
Yeah.
He didn't do that. So therefore, an angel can't come down there and make a woman conceive. All right?
What y'all over here doing? Y'all talking about Jesus?
Yep.
It's our last day.
Verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death.
Yeah, for to be carnally minded is death. Because if you're thinking carnal, you're thinking that a cross can save you, or some nice little piece that somebody said that the Lord sent this to me from heaven. And he told me to give this to you. If you trust him in something carnal, that it equals death because you're doing it in vain. That's why I said the true worshipers, man, in spirit and in truth. Because like he said, if you go dig out what the pastor is saying, it's not going to match up. So therefore, you can tell your pastor, look, you're lying. This is not true. The scripture don't say that. The scripture actually say this. Go ahead.
But But to be spiritually minded is life and peace.
Yeah, but to be spiritually minded is life and peace, man. What's that life? These scriptures. This is that peace. This is the comforter right here. You down and out, you read your comforter. You get that peace of mind that you can get for that moment. Because we still in captivity, still in hell. You got to go to work. You got to deal with people in the world. So that peace ain't gonna always be there because it's not meant to be there. But that comforter, you have the scriptures to comfort you, man.
I gotta think a little bit. So
To keep you standing strong. This is what you have. You can read this to keep you standing strong, keep you enduring, keep pushing, have that patience. This is what you have. But you don't see us trusting in our Bible like, well, I ain't gotta go on. I ain't gotta do nothing. I got a Bible. I have a Bible. I'm already saved. I have a Bible. You don't see that, man.
yeah, what do you mean by trusting in the Bible? Just trusting in the Bible, not the words of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause we do trust in the words of the Bible. We don't trust in the paper and the hardback and say Holy Bible. We don't sit there and say, as long as I got a Bible in my pocket, I'm all right. You know what I'm saying? We trust in what's in it and what it says. All right? Because you can change the Bible up. You can make it different. You know what I'm saying? You can change the words up and put Holy Bible on that. So that don't have no power. The words, all right, and the authentic words of the Bible, specifically, the King James, going back, to the Torah. All right, those is what that's what we worship, because that's closer to the Most High that we get. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it said, let it be written in paper, faithful and true.
That precept real quick. 1 John chapter 1, chapter 4, verse 1. It says, beloved, believe not every spirit. We all, and every spirit is all us. Everybody's a spirit. All right? It's a lot here. But that's all I wanted to say. It says, beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits, whether they are of the Most High, because many false prophets are going out into the world.
Yeah, many false prophets are going out to the world. Because you got people that hold the Bible. You got people that got congregations. But if they not speaking out of the scriptures, you're not supposed to believe them. You're not supposed to believe them at all whatsoever. If they contradict what the scriptures is saying, like people say that this is Christ right here. The scriptures does not say this Christ at all.
Yep, that's why it says, but try the spirits, whether it be of the Most High. It says try the spirit by what? By the Spirit. All right. If we are all spirits, and then also on top of that, the Comforter or the Spirit of the Heavenly Father is mainly the scriptures. If somebody comes in, if a spirit comes to you, which is basically a person comes to you, and instead of speaking in the name of the Lord, everything they says has to line up with the Bible, not with what you was taught in churches, but line up with the scriptures. Our Israel, we need to all come together. That don't line up with the scriptures. It sounds good, but that don't line up with the scriptures. All right. It says, verse 2, it says, hereby know ye the Spirit of the Most High. Every spirit that confesseth that Yahweh Shai, Hamashiach, is come in the flesh, is of the Most High.
Yeah, and if you come in the flesh, for one, you have to have a color. You know what I'm saying? If you was put on a cross and hanged, you have to, you was in the flesh. So when it comes to this color, they say the picture that they have, they claim to be white. And the scripture says he's blood. The scriptures don't say that at all.
That's what I'm going to ask next time. Actually, Edomites and these Babylonian Christians, all right, color doesn't matter. Then what they do for you. Now that we passed that, that's your opinion. Do you believe that Christ is dark skinned? All right, answer that for me. And if they say, hey, I believe he wasn't even here, or I believe he was just a spirit, then you're antichrist. Because at the end of the day, do you believe that Christ is dark skinned? All right. Because that's the flesh. That was the flesh part of him being dark skinned. Amongst other things, how he dressed and things. They even give that off. All right. I'll continue. So every spirit that confesses not that Yahweh Shai Mashiach is come in the flesh is not of the Most High.
Not of the Most High. So like you said, we can't ask them that. If they say, I believe he's a spirit, then you're Antichrist. And if you confess that he didn't come, you're Antichrist, man. But if you say he came in the flesh, you have to say he has some type of color.
And this is that spirit of Antichrist, whereof ye have heard that it should come, and even now already is it in the world.
Yeah, and that's the spirit. That's that spirit of the Antichrist, which you have atheists, people that are atheists, which prove that it's more than one Antichrist. Can you read that last little part again?
And even now already is it in the world.
Yep, and even now already in the world, especially in these times, because you got a lot of people trying to worship the Most High carnally. So when they see this image, why you got horns on Jesus with a snake tongue? Because that's what they was taught. Carnally, they don't worship the Most High of the Spirit, because the Spirit is the words, like we were saying. So if you're reading the Spirit, you're reading the Word, it's going to tell you what the Lord looked like.
And here it goes. You say the Antichrist is not just one person, right? It says, ye are of the Most High, little children, and have overcome them.
Yeah, and have overcome them. Because denying the Word, you Antichrist. Because you denying Christ, you denying His color, which this Word speak of, man. But we've come over them because the Lord has gave us His Spirit. He gave us the truth.
And it said and it said the Antichrist is already in the world. All right, when we were born, all the way up to the point before we came into the truth, what they was teaching that bullshit doctrine, being Antichrist, saying he didn't come in the flesh, things like that. He's not the dark-skinned man with white woolly hair, right? So they said that, and we overcame that by, because that's all that was presented to us. But the Most High, He said, He said, ye are the Most High little children. That means the Most High was doing us from the jump to the point that we are able to overcome that. Because basically, it was to the point that that's the only information that was presented. But the Most High had it to the point that we're able to overcome that, man. You know what I'm saying? So it says, because greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world.
Yeah, right? Greater is He that is in you than he that is in the world, because the more, like it says in St. John chapter 15, I believe, you gotta allow the Lord to come abide with you, man. So allow Him to come abide with you and sup with you. You allowing, Him bringing His Spirit to you, and you not denying that Spirit. And He bring reproof to you, like we all was in the world. When we heard the Word, we cleaved into the Word, man. Because that's what it was about. It was truth. It was music to our ears. That's why I said the pipers had not piped that song, man. Because some people don't hear that song. Some people rather listen to the dogma of this world because it's easy. They ain't got to think too hard. Even though the scriptures is plain.
You can start getting heated right here. It says, they are of the world, therefore speak they of the world.
Yeah, they are of the world, therefore they speak of the world. The Lord, this is the Lord. Why you got horns on Jesus? God loves everybody.
Because I feel like, in my opinion,
my God.
In my opinion, my God, this is the way I see it. That's worldly. That's all you can see. We only here. I only been here for 20-odd-something years, 20 plus years, right? I can't. You're dealing with somebody that's eternal, the Ancient of Days. Christ, the Alpha and Omega. All right, He's the beginning and the end. We're dealing with two individuals. All right. That 27 years is not even seconds compared to their lifespan. Somebody that lives forever, all right? You don't even, he go back so far, you don't even know when he started, all right? It's a stupid question to ask how he started. To ask him when you were born in 1980, that's a dumb question. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't have a beginning, he don't have an end, all right? And you trying to compare it, you trying to match your knowledge. You think your knowledge relates, your little 20-something, 40, it could be 80 years of dirt knowledge that you have, and act like that lines up with Christ because you've been here for 80-something years and what you've seen. All right, you're dealing with somebody that established times, all right, that knows what AIDS would get you before AIDS came, all right, that knows what homosexuality would get you before homosexuality came, all right, that knows what stealing get you before stealing came. You have to learn this. And it comes, you just learn a certain aspect of killing somebody. You probably shot somebody in cold blood and murder, and now you got to think about people dying. Somebody probably defended their life and got a rush off it. You have two different aspects of taking a life. The Most High created these aspects. So he knows the right way how to kill, and he knows the wrong way that is murder. Because he created all these. He created he created existence. You know what I'm saying? Everything that exists, he created it. So you can't match wits or think your wits line up with him. Our wits don't line up with Christ. That's why we have to stick to the scriptures, because we don't understand nothing. You know what I'm saying? So those that worship Christ and don't understand the scriptures, they're because you too carnal. You of the world, man. How you see the world. And since I've been here, all right, I know that if you be nice to everybody, you get peace. You know what I'm saying? But you don't understand that shit. If you be nice to a fucking rapist, he's gonna keep raping, and eventually he's gonna rape somebody in your family. You know what I'm saying? Or let homo be a homo, right? You've been doing that for fucking 80 years. Now homosexuals in your jobs, and they telling you, now you got to start talking. You can't just ignore me now, nigga. You got to be my friend.
I'm gonna tell them.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell them, get you fired. And then they're gonna be like, you got to be a homo too. All right? So basically, that you in that little 20 years or 27 years or 80 years didn't see that. You seen it as he's minding his business, mine. But you ain't worried about your children, how they influence your children. Then your children become homos. All right. Now the population of homos is so large because it started out with niggas saying, "Oh, that nigga ain't coming at me with that shit." Your fucking kid is playing with his kid, or he's talking to your kid, or he's teaching your kid. Now your kid raised up to be a homo. All right. They make a homophobic cartoon. These things, man. The Most High knows about these things before it even happened because He created it. You know what I'm saying? As far as the times, all right. Moving on, it says, and every spirit that confesseth not that, Salakia, verse 5, Salakia, verse 6, it says, we are of the Most High, he that knoweth God heareth us.
Yeah, and like what the Lord said, He said, my sheep hear my voice, which goes to show you this word ain't for everybody, and salvation is not for everybody, man. Because you got people that just walk by, but when we ran into it, it wasn't what they cussing with the Bible or none of that. It was like, man, this is truth, really. And this makes sense.
And the hearing the voices, the understanding. Because
yeah.
they ain't, we standing out here, his sheep hear his voice, all kind of Edomites walking around here. They don't make them sheep because they hear us or they hear the word of God being spoken. It's the understanding of it. That's why when Edomite look at Jake's, gonna understanding what we're saying, and they really didn't hear it. Their spirit just in tune with it. Like I said, sheep hear his voice. Say, look, America gotta go down. That makes sense. They're wicked. They say, hey, the Bible says the sheep hear his voice. They understand what the Bible say. You know? It says, we are of the Most High. He that knoweth the Most High heareth us. He that is not of the Most High heareth not us.
He that is not of the Most High heareth not us. So we speaking, the Lord is dark skinned. The Lord is not coming to save everybody. He don't love everybody. America's going to be destroyed. That's all of the Most High because it's written in His Word. They don't want to hear that. They want to hear the smooth things, what they've been hearing, what the church been teaching them and everything. But what Big Mama then told them about the Jesus. That's all they want to hear because they not of the Most High.
Yep. And it says, hereby know we the spirit of truth,
yeah,
and the spirit of error.
Yeah, the spirit of truth and the spirit of error. Now, how do you find out about the two? You read the scriptures. Because if somebody's sitting here saying the Lord is white, well, show me in the scriptures. They can't bring it out in the scripture, but you can bring it out in the scripture that He's dark skinned. Then you can find that they got the spirit of error, man.
I just want to go into this a little bit once you finish that, because they always talk about the love doctrine, right? It says in verse 7, beloved, let us love one another, for love is of the Most High, right? But once you go back up, it says what? Verse 6, we are of the Most High, he that heareth us, we are of the Most High, he that knoweth the Most High heareth us. So that people, he says in verse 7, beloved, let us love one another, for love is of the Most High. The people that hear the Most High, that's who you love, basically. So when they talk about we gotta love everybody, it's talking about people that love the Most High. All right, in truth and sincerity, not according to what you want to love, according to the world. Because you want him to kill cancer. you love God. That's what niggas do. That what Jake do. That what these Edomites do.
Well, I mean, that goes with John 3:16. You know, for God so loved the world, but then he turns around and says, love not the world, neither the things are in it. Which goes to show you that's that different love, man, for them different worlds.
But I finished this off, and that's it. To love, let us love one another, for love is of the Most High, and everyone that loveth is born of the Most High, and knoweth the Most High. He that loveth not knoweth not the Most High, for the Most High is love.
Yeah, which they can't come to the realization that what the truth is, really, at the end of the day. They can't come to the realization that the God don't love everybody. He's not going to save everybody. He's dark-skinned. The so-called white man was wrong. You got our people that really think the so-called white man is right about everything, man.
Like you said, love is keeping the commandments. That's it. It's a fact. That's it. The commandment, when you say a homosexual shall be put to death, that should confuse you if you think love is talking about, oh, how you doing, brother? Hey, let's say keeping the commandments to put a homosexual to death. That's showing mad love.
It goes back to what you were just saying, Paul. You're supposed to love those that hear that voice, hear that word. You know what I'm saying? Because why? They're going to keep the commandments with you. They're going to make sure you keep the commandments.
That's why we hate so many people. Because ain't nobody out here got the spirit to put these homosexuals to death. All right? How we know? Because you go on TV. As soon as that NBA player came out and said he was a flaming faggot, you should have had all kind of NBA players saying, man, what the fuck? Man, I wish I would never played with. I knew something strange about this dude. He should be banned from the NBA, but it's the opposite. All right? If somebody say, man, then somebody come on a tweet and say on Twitter and say, hey man, don't say nothing about him. Then they be like, you shut up, you fag lover. We should kill you too. You know? No, it's the opposite way. Nigga comes out and says he's gay, everybody, oh, congratulations, whoa. Good job, bro. That takes a man to know you're gay. All right? You don't want to be a man. It doesn't take a man, it takes a faggot to do that. All right? So, and then when somebody says, oh man, this nigga wildin'. Oh, you should be banned from the NFL, like, or banned from the NBA to be against homosexuals. Like, what the fuck? That shit. Just like if it was about fairness and equality, you should have the right to say what you want to say too. If you got the right to be gay, you got the right to be heterosexual. And have a fucking anti-gay rally. If you have a pro-gay rally, you should be able to have an anti-gay rally. You know what I'm saying? Just like Ku Klux Klan could be over there, we got the right to be over here. All right? We can't get mad because they're rallying over there and we're rallying over here. We got our different views. Hey, if the law enforcement drop the fucking, they get the purge system going, we can go to war. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the reality of it. But since the law system is up, you should be able to, if you want us to have our differences and respect other people for their differences, then you should be getting mad at us for calling flaming faggots. And that's what they are. We don't like faggots, man. That's what it is. We don't like unjust balances because that's what we believe in. We believe in the Bible. Respect us for that. But no, we don't get the respect. We gotta respect you as you just like a bunch of nigga women, man. We gotta respect everything you do, but what we do is just bullshit. You know what I'm saying? That ain't balance, but that's what you're trying to fight for, right? You ain't trying to, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is that you ain't trying to fight for balance. You're trying to fight to establish your wickedness, man. And shut up the righteous.
If being a faggot is so cool, then why is Jason Collins, twin brothers, the closest person to him in this world, is walking around with a shirt saying, I'm the straight one. Why? Because he didn't want to be confused with his faggot ass brother. He's probably tired of people walking up to him, oh man, I'm so glad you guys came out. You're an inspiration, nigga. I'm not gay.
That shit on the news for like a
probably had niggas hitting on him and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he made the cover of Sports Illustrated, man.
But they say if you gay or straight, it doesn't matter. No, man, it does matter, nigga. You're a faggot, man. You're a flaming faggot. All right?
And then come up and try to grab you.
Yeah, like you said, they thinking that his twin brother is him. They ain't come up and smack him on the ass, but it's the straight brother and he knock him the fuck out. And they gonna be like, what's wrong with you, man? I thought you came. You know what I'm saying?
It'll be a hate crime.
Straight up hate crime when they find out which one he is.
He made the cover of Sports Illustrated.
And that's some bullshit, man. Now you got the fucking football player, I forget which one, football player coming out talking about he gay, man. Now you got a nigga who, he's the first athlete that still plays that comes out, man, we don't want to hear that shit, man. This place is Sodom and the Lord is going to destroy it.
Yeah. You hear how people, you know, I ain't gonna say niggas is gay. I can't even, I thought really, players, in my mind, I'm like, players ain't coming out, and cause right they are. You know, you already know Kobe gay. You know what I'm saying? He's the first nigga to probably tweet, you know, congratulations, bro.
Yeah, he
You know
sure
what I'm
did say
saying?
some bullshit old bitch ass.
Yup.
Now you got them little fucking kids, man. Like, that's just a whole nother level right there, man.
You can find it on Time and Sort of my your page, man. But you know,
Shit is crazy, man. But that's why I say in the scriptures, man, if the wicked be not, man, can you grab it right quick in the second address? It's like 4 and 29. But we already say that if America was actually to continue and go on, everybody would, man, it would be.
they say that in John too. You know, the earth, the time was shortened for the elect's sake. Because if it were to continue, we would our flesh will be destroyed. What you do? And stop believing in the Bible, because the Bible just clearly said what the end result of it would be. Don't sit here and be no flaming faggot and then say you believe in the Bible, because the Bible said if you continue in that, everybody's gonna die. What are you doing? You know?
Second Ezra chapter 4 verse 29. If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down.
Yeah, the evil that is sown in this place be not turned upside down, which is not, because it's in too deep, man. There's no way that America can turn around to what it should be or started out to be. There's no way women is going to go back to sitting their ass at home and taking care of the kids. And there's no way that faggots is going to stop fucking being faggots, man.
And if the place where the evil is sown pass not away.
Yeah, which is America, if it don't pass away by that nuclear fire, man, because it's no cleaning this place. You can't clean this place, man.
It's molded.
You just got to cut it the fuck off, man. You just got to cut it off. That's all that can happen to this place. It's in too deep, man. Period, point blank. Go ahead.
Then cannot it come that is sown with good.
Yeah, what's sown with good, man? The kingdom of heaven. Like he was saying earlier, you can't have the kingdom of heaven over the Middle East and have America still standing, man. Because eventually they're going to see all the gold that we have and all the treasures we have, and they're going to come over there and really be bold and try to take it.
They're gonna see all the peace and safety we have. Because at the end of the day, not dealing with faggots, separating, having women at home, that gives you peace. All right, that creates peace on earth. All right, but you think your way is peace because of your little 80 or 27 years. You think that you seen that shit was cool, but here it is. You over there, y'all starving. The land messed up because you're not own up to the land Sabbath. All y'all worn out because y'all don't honor the just wages laws. And you start looking over us and be like, man, why is the land growing? Why is everybody? You can let kids play in the street. Where are your cars? You don't need cars. You know, what are y'all doing? You know, or how they like the brother said, they don't want to go to war. They don't want to go to war. They ain't gonna like that shit.
They would want to go to war with the kingdom of heaven on a humanitarian effort for the women that are locked up at home.
Yeah. Y'all need to keep your women outside. You know, y'all living too basically they'll say y'all living too peaceful, man.
Yeah, come taste this democracy. That's what they want you to do.
All right. And Jesus is Negro.
First Corinthians chapter 2 verse 12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of the Most High.
That's what it's about, man. The spirit of the world and the spirit of the Most High. Because we had the spirit of the world before. We was out here, doing whatever we was doing. But then when you get the spirit of the Most High, it changes you, man. You become a new creature.
An example of the spirit of the world is saying, I ain't got no food in my house. I don't have no job. I gotta get this money. I gotta go steal it. I can sell dope. That's the spirit of the world, because shit, that's what you see. That's what you know how to do. But the Bible said don't do that. have faith in me, I'll feed you. That's like being the spirit of the Most High. And that in the world is illogical. You know what I'm saying? To do what? To pray to somebody you don't see, you don't even know if he's there. Go and keep reading the Bible. That's not going to get you paid. Working at a job, get you paid, or doing whatever you got to do, get you paid. That's how people think. That's how Edomites mainly think. All right, they don't have spiritual logic. They have worldly logic. All right.
That we might know the things that are freely given unto us of the Most High.
Yep, which is knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, but it's not given to everybody. Because you can have an Edomite that pray for the